All right. Now we get to the top 8. And the Roosters, who I was sure were going to be down near the bottom this year, did well enough to get into 8.
Well, did they have us all fooled? Was it a rebuild year or it wasn't? It's just that they were super stacked and those players that they lost, they still had a good squad.
I think it was that some of the players that we looked at the start of the year and went, well, that's a standard drop, overperformed. I think Savala probably was better than they expected. Sandham Smith played really well. A few of their benchy forwards. And did they know Nwakanitawase was going to be as good as he was?
No one did.
I think they knew he was good, but, did they know he was going to be that good?
Yeah, leading try scorer. Freak.
Ended up on an Ashes tour.
Yeah.
And, taking his Wallaby
That's amazing.
on a Kangaroos tour too.
Amazing.
And Teddy, on top of that, having an incredible year. I think they acknowledged that they overperformed, right?
Yeah, they must have.
And Chatty Townsend almost derailed it early on.
He tried.
If Fitzgibbon was a coach, he'd still have been halfback at the end of the season. But let's not go there.
So, well, we can go here
sorted
instead. The way Chatty Townsend had the chance to derail them, would they double down and let DCE have a crack at playing that role next year?
The longer it goes on, not being announced, the more I think they're trying to find some way to do a different deal or weasel out of it. But there was that rumor he was down in the Shark, having lunch with Fitzy. I just don't think it makes sense for any.
Well, maybe you'd been to Cogra first and then just went and had a cup of coffee with Fitzy.
I actually would like to see him at the Titans for a year. I think that would be hilarious after the big backflip drama, just for him to turn up and go, I'm finally here, all right? Just for 1 year.
You all asked for this.
Yeah. But I think the rumor was that, it was 1 year of playing and then into the coaching ranks of the Roosters, which I imagine coaching ranks of Roosters probably more attractive than any other club.
It's pretty appealing.
So yeah, I'm getting frustrated by the week not hearing what's happening there. It's irritating. But we all see that it has the potential to derail things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah. Even with Sandham Smith going to Newcastle.
They've still got Hugo and Walker.
Walker, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well. So what do they need to work on, the Roosters?
Not
making sure that
DC.
deal doesn't happen? Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what they work on. I mean, they've got Reece Robson coming.
Yep.
So I just think it's going to be really exciting for him next year. Connor Watson, what do you think happens to him? Is he does he become a lock
14 in the land?
Or a 14? Yeah, right. I reckon he should be 14 myself.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. All right. Number 7. What's that? Oh, Panthers, number 7. On 33 points. Obviously, we know the story. They came from the bottom, made their way up to 7th, got themselves to a prelim. Obviously, by Panthers standards, a premiership is the norm, but I don't think you can be too disappointed with that season.
No, now I've had time to get over the Broncos' third last-minute try. So they made a prelim on what essentially was probably really a rebuild year because all the teenagers have now got experience, and going into next year, they haven't lost any top-tier players.
Yeah.
That's positive.
That's right. And they've got Jack Cogger back.
Yes.
Papa Lee.
God, he was good.
Yeah. Just good.
So positives, turning Casey McLean from a big liability into how he ended up scoring 2 tries for the Kiwis international side.
That was my point. That was going to be my point. I just wrote down Casey McLean.
He's 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's the biggest positive for me. Thing to work on for the Panthers for me. If they can just get Blaze Talangi tackling with some meaning and purpose, I think that they'll go back to having no chinks in the armor.
There is a pretty significant one. So although I mentioned they haven't really lost anyone from the top squad, it's maybe the top 20 odds players.
Mm-hmm.
They've let go of 11 players from the reserve grade side. They have lost all of their depth, and they haven't signed anyone.
Okay.
11.
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like players like Dane Laurie.
Yes, Dane Laurie,
and
Schneider, Summerton, Sonny Luke, Maverick Gaia.
So both
reserve
options.
hookers are gone.
Yeah.
It's really not mathing.
Yeah, okay. Do you expect some signings then, as a result?
Who is there?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I don't know. It's interesting. So watch this space. But yeah, there is a gap. But
how do you feel about Dill next year?
Well, I'd feel a lot better if Yongi was still at the club.
What do you mean, Ben? What, as in what?
He's starting to show his age.
Was there a bit of a regression this year?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
You can't play like that. It's the same as Taumalolo. You can't play like that forever. It's can it catch up with you?
Yeah. Well, I offer you Tedesco.
Yeah, well,
I only say that just as a conversation point, right? Like, there's the opportunity there for him to come back next year and be as effective as he can be, right? Because Tedesco's shown that. Like, you can have
who knows what injuries he was carrying? Like Teddy last year was struggling with injuries and didn't play anywhere near to his potential, and then came back fit this year and was the best.
Yeah.
Can I throw a theory out to you as to why I think Dill had a bit of an average year this year?
Mm-hmm.
I think he probably felt pressure to step up and try and fill the Luai hole. In the games I saw him this year, he seemed to be trying to do more with the ball than I have seen in previous seasons. And I don't really think he's very good at that.
So
trying to do too much ball playing and trying to half fill the Luai gap and Blaze half fill the other side. But I just don't think he's good enough at ball playing, and I think it affected his form.
Maybe. Yeah, he wasn't great. To his standard, I mean.
Yeah. All right. What to work on? Yeah, Blaze Talangi, that's the one I have.
Yeah. And depth.
Defense.
Depth for me.
Depth and defense.
Well, look, it's a one-man thing, but I was going to say Dill back to 100% Dill.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Waz, number 6 on 34 points. In the top 4 for a lot of the year and started fading in the back end of the season after losing some key players, Metcalf and Barnett, first and foremost. So a lot of their season was built around Metcalf, you'd have to say, right?
Yep. Before Metcalf and Barnett went down injured, they look like certainties for the top 4.
Yeah.
That's right.
Excuse my ignorance, but was that Metcalf's first year at the Warriors, or was he there the year before and injured?
Second, Sean Johnson was there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he was a real positive for the first 14 weeks or whatever it was.
Absolutely. And I think you could see the effect that Fish was having in the squad too. James Fisher-Harris coming across. But I don't know. You could go either way for Waz next year, I think. I mean, I could easily see him down the bottom end of the ladder, or keeping these guys on the field, get a bit of momentum going, could be where they were this year.
A lot of the guys that came in to fill for the injuries were really young, and they got the experience, like Haliasima getting all that extra game time.
Yes.
He's going to be very good.
And following on from your Rezzies chat with the Panthers, the the Waz are strong in Resi.
Very, very. They won the whole thing by a long way. By far the best team. The only negative I've got for the Waz is the question mark over if everyone's fit, who is their best fullback? And what game do they build around that? Because I don't know if Chance is it.
Tuapiki would be my choice. I don't think it's Chance or RTS.
No.
I think it's Tuapiki, but I say that having not really seen him play any fullback all this season. I'm trying to remember back to the year before when he was playing a fair bit of fullback. I don't really think he got any crack at it this year, did he?
I think that's the big thing to work on for them, though.
Yeah. Yeah, and keeping Metcalf.
Yeah.
But it's that thing that Waz always face where it's not just a case of wanting out of a club, it's often a case of wanting out of a country. So, it's harder to fight against.
I would agree. I don't think Chance... Is he a 14? Probably not. Is he a first-grade fullback?
He was.
I think he'd be a good centre.
He was.
You play him in the centres, yeah.
Yeah.
But then what do you do with
less
Adam
likely? Less likely to get stuck in a fence playing in the centres too.
Got to do something about those fences.
All right. What about the Sharks? Heard of them? They're a decent team. They finished 5 on 36 points. We all know the story, or you know it from hearing us bitch for a lot of the year.
Quite the roller coaster.
Started out not too bad. Very big poo patch in the middle of the season before coming back strong in the end and making a prelim.
Yeah. Nearly the wettest of sails, but...
Yes. And so, I don't know, I feel a bit strange in that the thing that we whinged about Fitzy all year, never changing his side, actually helped in that cruise home because he had faith in a couple of young'uns who ended up doing a good job.
Yep.
So, I don't know. The positives, what are the positives?
Well,
the halves learn how to play together. That's your positive.
Yes.
Some of the time.
I was going to say that the back end of the season, the game plan actually came to fruition.
Yeah, let Brayley run.
Let Brayley run. Let him run.
Yep. And then
that gives you halves room and then everything flows from there. It's all good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's the positive is that was unlocked and was shown to be exceptionally an exceptional positive.
Mm-hmm.
How frustrating must it have been for Brayley all the time it was not part of the game plan for him to be running, knowing he could do that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it must have driven him nuts. So the positive, Brayley stepping up a level, and I think the other main positive will be maybe monkey off the back a bit in terms of finals and being told they can't do anything in the finals.
Yeah.
That's 2 years in a row for a prelim.
Yeah.
So
I think Billy Burns, his I know I'm the Billy Burns fan club, but he is that's a huge in for any forward pack to have a dude come in like that and play as consistently as he did in high pressure situations as well.
Yeah.
He's reached his potential. He's there. So you've got another option now, which is good problem to have. The negative part is Kennedy actually officially signed yet? Is he extended?
Yes.
So that
just for next year though, isn't it?
Just 1 year.
Just 1 year.
So I reckon
your depth other than Will for fullback now that Dykes is gone.
Eason.
Okay.
Yeah. Leah, I think is it Liam Eason? Yeah, it's not Liam Eason, is it? That can't be right. I know his last name's Eason, but I can't remember his first name.
Does he have a certain set of skills?
Catching eyeballs, I'm hoping. It is Liam Eason.
That's
all right. So there you
unreal.
go. Yeah.
Well,
They're just every time in the huddle is going, I'm going to say the roster. What was that? Yeah.
Right. That's my question.
So
it looks like you've somewhat got it answered. So I think
he got injured this year. Otherwise, we would have seen him playing a bit.
Right.
I reckon.
Right.
Yeah. So, but it is pretty hectic for your fullback to be leading the Dally M's for a significant portion of the season and not to sign him until after the season for the next year. Anyway, what to work on, Ben?
Kicking game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think our kicking game, I mean, it's very, I just don't think it's as strong as it could be. I think Trindle is like left side bomb, left side bomb, left side bomb, left side bomb. And Nico, I don't know, I think he just needs to get some length on those kicks. But they're not as attacking as they could be.
Yeah.
If you added a Brayley kick from dummy half to the not all the time, but just as potential, so that the defensive line had something else to worry about, it would give that fraction of a second more for your halves to be more precise. That would help.
The way Harry Grant picks his moments to do that. Yeah. Yeah.
And there was a genuine discussion from some pundits that Brayley Grant for the Aussie team, or if Brayley makes the bench, so he's there, like he's at that level that he can start adding an extra level into his gameplay.
Can I tell you who the biggest masochist in the NRL is?
Oh, please do.
Jaden Berrell, who has re-signed with the Sharks, despite the fact that he's it's all signs point to him never getting a first grade game ever again with Brayley in front of him, who plays 80 minutes and never gets injured. So I don't know.
Origin cover, maybe.
Maybe. Hey, yeah, good. That's it, right? All right. Broncos. Hey, they did all right. They finished 4th. And ended up winning the premiership, as we all pretty much well know by now. I would say a stat-defying premiership win this year in terms of, they weren't up there for defense necessarily, which is what you want teams to be. And I mean, they won 3 games on a trot, pretty much with a lot of magic and shit falling their way, right?
That's great point.
We talk about the Raiders and how that game affected them, but the Broncos had to have 3 of those to win a premiership. That Raiders game, the Panthers game, and then the grand final were all... It must have been the most enduring games, like those players had ever played, and they had 3 in a row.
But they were clearly, fitness-wise, way superior in all of those games. That's what it was that got them home, right?
Yes, and how were they that fit?
Well, I think it might have been to do with the coach training them appropriately to be prepared for it.
But he's too harsh on the players. We got rid of Kebby, who was the most casual coach we've ever had, and now match is too hard.
I haven't heard him complaining since they won.
No, I know. But you had Buzz Rothfield saying, "Oh well, the players they got to him halfway through the year and said, yeah, no, he's up."
That's a good buzz. I think that's the biggest positive out of this podcast.
Wow, I've done better. But, I mean, what can you say? Like, obviously the positives are identifiable for a team that won the premiership.
Yeah, their positive is that their squad is intact. They've lost Cobbo and they've gained Grant Anderson. That's it.
Yes. And Cobbo wasn't really
featured in the back period where they went on their run either. Yeah. So,
and Anderson could very well play.
Yep. Yeah, bad luck, Mariner, again.
Well.
Oh, well. And yeah, so I would say the things to work on. I don't know. What do they do about Reynolds, Hunt, Mam?
That's exactly what I've written down. That the long-term problem of Reynolds and Hunt is their problem.
Yeah.
But that's not next year necessarily.
But
one of them will break next year.
Why?
Which one?
If you're Reynolds and can't get through a game without your legs exploding,
why go again at this point?
Why go again?
Yeah.
Surely he's got a assistant coach gig you can slide into there. Why go again when you've won a premiership? You've shoved it up the Rabbitohs' asses, which I assume has been a huge motivation for the last 3 years. You've done it.
Yeah. And he got to take the kick to knock Penrith out that he missed in the grand final a few years back.
Exactly.
Well, he's got to exercise all the demons. He's got the trophy for his trouble.
Yeah.
What's left?
That's the reason for him not to go again.
Yeah.
I also think there's reasons for the Broncos not to use him again.
Yeah.
I've already said this year, I don't think his leadership is anywhere near what people think it is. I don't think he's
actually
that
stepped
great
up when
a
he
leader.
went off in the GM.
Yeah. And
that's what
the less ball that he had, the more ball that Walsh had.
Yeah.
Which just meant good things for the Broncos.
I just think the personalities on that side and the fact that they've been playing together for a little while means they don't need old dude to be telling them what to do out there on the field as much.
What do you think? Billy Walters can just jump in at halfback and they'll be fine?
Well, Ben Hunt.
Yeah.
They've got Corey Pakes and Tyson Smoothie.
Yeah.
Do they really need Ben Hunt to be and Billy Walters? Yeah. Do they really need Ben Hunt to be playing hooker?
So
sorry, what did I say? Smoothie. Smoothie's gone. Moser is what I meant. Yeah. I don't need Ben Hunt hooking. He can be a halfback. And you got Ezra Mam there, who's not going to want to sit on the bench all season.
Well, do they play Mam and Walters as half and 5'8"?
If Hunt goes but he's probably got another year left with him.
I just think...
Does he?
I think they...
I don't know.
They pick...
Or he'd be wrung out after that, surely.
Yeah. Plus, he got talking about exercising demons. He finally got 2015. It only took him 10 years to get that back.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's an argument he's had his fairy tale as well.
Yeah.
But I just think they pick Pakes or Moser, whoever's killing it the most in preseason, and Walters is your 14. Again, hooking and halves he's got covered.
Yeah.
As a 14.
Yeah, true. That's a win. But regardless, they look like pretty strong. Things will look good.
Yeah, that Payne Haas bloke's pretty good.
Yeah.
I saw him play. He was very good.
Yeah. I think they'll miss Kobe Hetherington more than people might think. I think he brought a lot of energy and starch to defense.
He was their mongrel, wasn't he?
Yeah. So that is a good actual pickup for Manly in the forward department. But in terms of things to work on, I don't know. I mean, my opinions on whether Reynolds should play isn't really a thing for the Broncos to work on. But that's all I've really got,
Well, it's hard to say.
What do you tell the premiers they need to work on?
They're still a relatively young side, and they've still got most of their squad intact.
Yeah, that's right.
It won't last
take
long.
cocaine and drive around unlicensed. That's what I would say is a thing to work on.
Yeah.
Good point, Cole.
Bulldogs, number 3. Sorry, we are going on a bit here, aren't we? Bulldogs came in at 3 on 38 points. Again, strong for a lot of the season, and I don't know, they started petering out a bit at the end of the season. Is that Galvin related?
No, it's what is it? It was just leveling out to their true place, I think.
Fair.
So they're overperformed, you say?
No, the draw.
Oh, the draw.
Flattered them early.
Yep.
Okay.
They're good. They're really good, but they were not leagues above the rest of the comp.
Yeah, that's fair.
They're good and competitive, and they can beat anyone.
All right. What positive are you taking out if you're Ciraldo from the season?
They got to most of the season. They got to believe in what their potential is.
Yeah.
And they can take that and build on it.
What a good take.
Yeah. I heard they also believe in life after love, but that's a side issue.
I think the thing they need to work on is getting Matt Burton and Steve Crichton to be their centres.
Oh, what about Sherry?
Stick him on the wing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Sherry would be all right on the wing. But, yeah.
Or stick him at fullback.
I don't see how Burton stays at the Dogs.
No, he's an odd piece in that puzzle.
Well, he's a 5'8" who wants 5'8" money. He's not going to happily accept you're a centre now because your next contract is going to be centre money.
He didn't want that when he was 1 year in his career at Penrith. Why is he going to want it now that he's established himself?
Yep.
Exactly. And, he's a New South Wales fringe player.
Yeah.
And halfway through the season, they bought, a young kid.
Someone to take his spot.
Take your spot?
Yeah.
Why would he stay? I don't understand. I mean, the only annoying thing for him really is that the Bears aren't coming in next year. He has to wait and figure out what to do for a year, or stay at the Dogs and get dicked around for a year until he can go to Perth.
Or maybe you can sign a contract for 1 year and then go to the Bears.
Oh, peasant
style.
Yeah.
In stereo.
Oh, sorry, just on the Broncos. What does that mean for Kobe Black? We keep hearing about Kobe Black. Now Peasant's going up there. Kobe Black might be on the move somewhere. Anyway, leave that floating there.
Well, the Bulldogs they don't need to do anything. They can do whatever they want. But I find it really weird that they've been such a successful team on the rise the last couple of years, and they don't have a gun 7 or 1. What other
or 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
What other
they did have
in that boat ever.
Sharks.
Oh, Nico and Brayley.
Nico won the Dally M.
I know. I think the longer we go on, the more I'm thinking that's an outlier season, to be honest. I'm not trying to be nasty.
Fair.
But I don't understand how you can win a Dally M and have the next couple of seasons not really be that impressive.
I've got that sorted. Last time a Sharks halfback won Dally M, he moved to the Panthers and won the comp. I reckon Nico's welcome at Penrith. Preston Campbell style.
Yep. I think the Bulldogs need to work on getting some size.
Yep.
Up front.
Some girth.
Well, they've bought the big
girth up the middle.
Big knight. What's his name? Leo Thompson.
Leo Thompson.
Yeah.
Is he big enough though?
His pay packet
is decent.
It'll want to be. Well, Nelson. Big Nas is on the market, so apparently.
So yeah, apparently. Well, imagine that. It'd be worthwhile. You need somebody to give penalties away if Reed's gone.
You need someone to hit someone high, and yep. You need someone to sit on the bench suspended for 3/4 of the season.
I might have to break this up into 2 episodes. Look at that. All right, Storm, 40 points. They finished on second. Obviously, runners up in the grand final. Bellamy, how's he feeling after that season? Is he feeling a bit let down, being a bridesmaid, not the bride, 2 years in a row?
Yeah. He couldn't have done any more.
Yeah.
No. The concussions and the injuries to key players at key times were any other side probably wouldn't have made the grand final.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but at the end of the day, they made the grand final and they were fully fit, right, in the GF?
Yeah. Oh, well, whatever mysterious Hughes arm thing was going on aside.
The broken arm that he could fend with. Yeah.
Yeah. But I heard a theory this week, and I think I reckon it's pretty true, in that, when the Storm had their big 4 of, Cronk, Slater,
Smith,
Eto'o. the current crop they've got, Grant, Munster, Hughes, Paps, are all pretty equally as talented, but they don't have the killer instinct that Cam Smith and Billy Slater
and Cronk.
Or Cronk.
Cronk's the one, right? Like,
yeah,
deadly.
Listening to him in commentary.
Yeah. They don't have that hard edge. I don't think so I think that's what's holding them back from getting more prems at the moment. And obviously Bellamy, there's only so much he can do, having a fit in the coaching box. These guys just not necessarily in their personality, maybe.
I read something that might be really harsh or not, that if not for Cam Smith, Bellamy's not the super coach.
Well, yeah.
Interesting.
I hadn't thought of that. But
I mean, they've made the last two grand finals and no Smith.
Yeah. And he wasn't coached for very long before Smith came along, right?
Correct.
Oh. Yeah, all right. Well, I can have to take my thinking about that offline because people don't want to sit here and let me chew on that.
It just helps to have a captain coach on the field, the standard of Cameron Smith. So
exactly.
We'll just leave it at that.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So Storm, yeah, I mean, they can do it, but do they just have that edge? That's the question, I guess, going into next year.
How do you work on that?
You can't.
How do you work on edge? Don't know. Get an edgelord, come in and start helping out. Raiders 44 won the minor premiership. Out in straight sets, though, unfortunately for them.
Oh, I feel their pain.
Oh, that's hectic, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. What do you do then? That's a tough job for Stewart to get the boys up and going again next year.
They lost as many finals games as they lost in the regular season. 3.
Oh.
Isn't that right? Am I right?
It says 5 here they lost in the regular season. But
still.
More than half. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the challenge for them next year. How do you get up again when you're 4 points clear, you win the minor premiership 4 points clear, and then get done like that?
And I think Fogarty was their best player, and he's gone.
Oh, jeez. I wouldn't agree with that, Dave.
No, they had too good of a season, didn't they? They had different players.
They had a lot of people playing really well.
To their full potential, yeah.
And I would agree, Stu. I think Tarpany's, he would be top of their list for me, followed by
Strange.
Yeah.
Strange, yeah.
And then Simi Sasangi.
KO Weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they all played really great. But
I think Ricky basically just needs to burn the tapes from those last 2 games and just show them all the great stuff that they did throughout the season. Yeah. And we just start from there again and go, all right, let's start from round 1.
I think the only way they can get there is to the pain of the hurt at the end, because the razzle fun stuff throughout this year is not going to get them there.
Yeah.
I reckon Ricky's got the hardest coaching job of the lot next year.
Yeah, I agree. But to everyone, well, including esteemed, knowledgeable folks close by here, had the Raiders right down the bottom end of the table, and they won the minor premiership. So I wasn't one of them personally, but some people thought that. But yeah, I don't know where to put them next year. I think they'll be top 8, but maybe lower end of top 8. I just don't know that. I just get the sense that they can't go that hard again.
I'm going to go 7th.
All right, we can do some predictions if we feel like podcasting again next year. We'll do a way too early predictions episode.
Excellent.
But anything else on the Raiders before we plop off?
Just the really good news that they've bought one of the Brayley brothers, so they'll have at least 4 hookers at the team with no halfback. It's great.
I'm pretty sure Danny Levi's gone, but I'm sure they'll be getting a hooker from somewhere else as well. All right, fellas. Thank you for talking about rugby league with me this year.
What a pleasure.
It's been fun.
It was, a lot of fun. I'm sorry for harassing you to talk faster for a lot of the year, but that's just the way it goes, unfortunately.
Yeah, but look what happens when you let the leash out, like tonight.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll break it into 2 apps. So there's no way I'm editing all this tonight. Yeah, I'm sure everyone wants to hear about that. Enjoy your ashes of both varieties, and enjoy more of that bloody passionate Pacific Cup. And until next season, have an NRL of a time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
This is an Angry Chimp podcast.